So we'll be able to see the comments once people are there. Okay, I can see Pooja Vaidya ma'am saying Namaste all. So hello
Hello.
everyone, we're live on the Icon page. Welcome all my panelists, I would say, and आप सबका स्वागत है on this live where we're going to talk about how yoga is an important part of life and how can we develop a cultured mind, cultured human being through yoga. I hope I'm audible to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
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 So with me today, I have four guests, and I'm going to introduce all of them, and then quickly we are going to start our discussion on today's topic. So first, I would like to introduce Ravinder Kaur, ma'am. Welcome,
Hi.
ma'am.
Hi.
She is one of
Thank
the
you.
founders Yoga Zoo, and she's been into yoga for quite long now. She's been delivering sessions with schools, individuals, students, and we had an opportunity to interact, and we felt that we should take this knowledge of hers to a lot more people, and here we are with her. So, welcome, ma'am. We're looking forward to have a great discussion with you.
Thank you.
Then I have Jasmeet Kaur. Jasmeet Kaur is also the co-founder at Yoga Zoo, and she's also been into yoga for quite long now. She also expertises in creating curriculum, yoga curriculum, and implementing it in schools along with her team, Ravinder ma'am. Welcome, Jasmeet, and we're looking
Thank you.
forward to have a good discussion.
Thank you.
Next, I have Dr. Amisha Mehta. She is a homeopathic doctor, a practicing doctor. She's going to represent the parent perspective today and what comes to a parent's mind when we talk of yoga and what are the questions that comes to a parent's mind. We're going to talk about that. Welcome, ma'am, and we hope we're going to get some good questions from you and some
Thank
good
you.
inputs.
Thank you.
Next, I have Mr. Kush Sakaria. Kush Sakaria is the trust secretary for Vallabhashram Group of Schools. He is the core member at in the school. They have five schools and a lot of kids, over 4,500 plus kids. They're doing phenomenal work for more than 50 years now in the education sector through schools. They're residential schools, and we've got him on board to share his view on how can yoga help, or what can be the challenges if yoga has to be, implemented in school, yoga curriculum if we talk about. So we're looking forward to have inputs from you as well, Kosh. Welcome to the panel.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Great. So I think I'll start with Ravinder, ma'am. My first question is to you. I would like to know, when I was talking about this topic, I was getting a lot of questions about yoga, and I feel that there are a lot of myths around, especially when we talk about parents. Tell me some two or three myths that you come across. You deal with a lot of parents, you interact with a lot of schools. What are those two or three myths that you come across?
Yeah. Okay, first of all, thank you, Suhailji, for giving this opportunity to come on this platform. It's really overwhelming for me, So this is something is very close to my heart. So I would love to share it with the educators and the parents. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, there are a few myths which we do come across. First is, like, when you tell children to do yoga, they feel, oh my goodness, it's very boring. What are we going to benefit from it? Like, it's not the subject which they are interested. They are more bothered about playing and maybe unstructured play or playing with their friends, and nowadays, of course, with video games and stuff like that. So they feel, yeah, yoga is very boring. And one more thing, which really makes me wonder, when you're an adult, and then of course now the awareness is quite good, but initially, the myth was, yoga, are kar lenge. अभी वो बहुत टाइम पड़ा है. When we will retire, then we will do yoga. अभी it's not like, it's like a spiritual concept altogether. So
Right.
these were the few myths, which we come across, and we were,
Sure.
working to face them and stuff like that at Yoga Zoo.
Sure, sure, sure. My next question again is to you, ma'am, that can you share the science behind yoga? Can you link it in a better way? आप कुछ इस तरह से बताइए कि जो पेरेंट्स, जो टीचर्स आपको देख रहे हैं, आपको सुन रहे हैं, उनको थोड़ा एक सहज तरीके से एक सिंपल वे में थोड़ा समझ आए that yoga it has a science behind it.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is a very, very good question, and I'm so happy that today, like on this platform, I'm asked this question because I was dying to educate people about this. Yoga today they feel asans hai. Asan kar liya, yoga ho gaya. No, yoga is a science and an art of living, and it is basically concerned with the evolution of human body and human mind. The word yoga comes from a letter called Yuj, which is in Sanskrit means union. Union of the Param Shakti. The Param Shakti, the universal energy which is holding the sun and the moon and the Himalayas. And the same Shakti we have within us, that is called Jivatma, and the big Shakti is called Paramatma. So the Jivatma is very weak because of our past life, past time karmas, or our genetic upbringing, environment. We have the same energy, but it is very weak in us. From yoga, by doing the yoga techniques, we can develop that energy to that level.
Okay.
So this is one thing. And yoga is not asana. The guru of yoga who formulated yoga is Patanjali. Now Ramdev ji has made it a household thing. Patanjali is his brand. He is the guru who formulated Ashtanga yoga, which we practice in our yoga zoo, that we will share later. So what
Sure.
happens? Patanjali made a eightfold path of yoga. That is like from Yam Niyam. Yam Niyams are the social ethics, the social conducts, which are external. Then comes the asana, which is also an external limb. Then comes the pranayama, that is also an external limb. Then comes the bridge between the internal body, which is dhyan, dharana, samadhi. So from yam, niyam to samadhi is the full yoga. So with children, we do not do the full yoga because it is an age appropriate, need appropriate thing. We only do the external parts of it. Yam, niyam, the ethical codes, the moral codes, what we have to develop in the children. Then asana, and then breathing awareness and pranayama we do, and little bit of pratyahar we do. Pratyahar is a bridge between the external body and the internal body. So little bit of visualization and mindfulness, little bit of meditation we do in pratyahar. So yoga is a science of balancing all the 5 koshas within you. See friends, we are not just this gross body. We seem like we are this physical self, but this is only made up of 5 elements. 5 elements जब हम मर जाते हैं तो वो 5 elements अपने अपने में earth, water, air, fire and ether उसमें समा जाते हैं. This is a gross body made up of 9 holes. There are 9 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2 genitals, right? So there are 9 holes and all are smelly holes. In the morning, you put your finger in any of the holes, all are going to smell. So this gross body has more inside it. There is a mental body, which is called Man Maya Kosh. Then there is a prana body, which is called Pran Maya Kosh. Then there is an intellect body, which is called Vigyan Maya Kosh. And deep down, the 5th body is the Ananda Maya Kosh, the soul body. We have all forgotten our soul body. We are only living at the level of the mind and the body. So herein the yoga comes very important. When you do yoga, it's synchronizes all the 5 bodies of a human being so that you can have a very harmonious and a very good life ahead if you practice yoga. Yeah, this is yoga.
So, of course, I'll move on to the next question. But before that, for those who just joined, those who joined later, I'd like to let all of you know that we are discussing on a topic which is yoga to build the character and mind culture of children? That's the topic on which we've just started our discussion. My next question is to Amisha ma'am, the parent side. What do you think of when you think of yoga for your kid? What comes to your mind as a parent?
Okay, so as a parent, I feel that yoga is important because it helps to build the child's flexibility and fitness, and make it a lifestyle habit, not just कि भाई हम school में गए हैं और हमने yoga किया and after school is over we're over and done with and we don't do yoga. But if it begins from early childhood, probably it will become a part of his daily routine. That is what I wish yoga should become for children.
Mhm.
Okay. Now I would like to bring in Jasmeet in here. Jasmeet, bringing this perspective, I'd like to ask you: does yoga also? Because I heard about this at early age. Because we're talking about kids, and how we can start early. My question is a bit more prior to that. Does yoga also contribute or help to in prenatal education? Even I mean, while the child is not yet born, is there a role? I've heard a lot about it, and I wanted to frankly know about this. So this questions come from my side.
Yeah. So Hail, when you talk about prenatal yoga zaruri hai ki nahi, so definitely you are asking for the child. So prenatal, I still say abhi bhi late ho gaya hai. This prenatal thing, if you make it a little earlier, so when the couple is planning a baby, when the mother and father, or maybe the couple is planning a baby, it is that at least a year back wo ye planning chalu kare. Right?
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. We
Hello?
can hear you. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can hear you. Yes.
What our scriptures say, yeah. What our scriptures say is a human body का formation 16 principle से होता है. तो 16 principle is right from the conception up to the funeral rites. So if you're telling me earlier, एक साल पहले parents को start कर देना चाहिए, to plan the baby so that their mind frame is ready कि मुझे कैसा बच्चा करना है. So first priority is कि mother, the female itself, no drink, no smoke, no stress, no fight, no negative emotions, because the mental state of a mother actually affects the embryo of the embryo within the mother's womb. Second important is mantra chanting is very important, for the child. Now, when we say mantra does not have to come to the side of religion. Mantra can be, I'm amazing, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm brave, sort of mantras.
Positive.
So
Anything
it's
that's positive.
basically, yes,
Yeah.
yes. There's a very beautiful quote, written about this particular convenient time is Swami Vivekananda has said, history is documented by men and created by men. I don't know if you have heard about this. So it's the mother, who's going to shape her seed. So it's up to her whether she wants to bring in a Maharaja or a saint or a peer or a scientist or a politician. And for working mothers, they would be thinking, कि ये possible है कि नहीं. Of course, ये possible है. आप काम पे जाइए, go on your regular schedule. But when you're back, just an hour of connecting with your baby, is really a must. Good diet, exercise, breathing, pranayams, a must. There is one thing very important I want to clarify with everyone. The baby just listens or reciprocates to 3 sounds. That means कि वो बच्चा वो आवाजें कर सकता है. That is AUM. So chanting of this particular mantra, AUM, this sound, AUM, this really is beneficial and make wonder the child's brain development. And one more thing I would like to add, these experts have designed, if we have read a little about Gulf Scar, they say the physical quotient जो mama देती है, so this brings the baby's overall health. The intellectual quotient होता है वो baby के memory और imagination को बनाता है. The mental quotient से बच्चा confidence and willpower लेगा, and the spiritual quotient what the mama is giving, so the baby will get good values and virtues.
Right. Great. So I think next I would want to move back to Ravinder ma'am. Ma'am, my next question is to you. How about the early age group? Specifically, if I talk about 2 to 6 years, I have a daughter. She's 5-year-old, and I feel that there's a lot of difference. I mean, my parents talk to me about while you were a child, you used to sit in a place, this, that, and whatnot we hear. And today's generation, today's kids that we see, it's a total different, the kind of energy levels, the kind of, I would say, restlessness. So my question to you is, ma'am, that how about the early years age group, 2 to 6 years? Is it just a fancy, or for them, yoga is just a fancy, or it is the right thing to do in the right way? If it is done, it helps. And how would it help? Like,
Yeah, sure. Okay. Primarily, 2 to 6 years is the age. It is a very, very crucial age for a child. Of course, it is a fanciful age, no doubt. But there is so much rapid development happening at this age. We'll share some of the scientific suggestions, done for this age. Like we at Yogas who call this age as preschoolers. Okay.
Right.
So we suggest that we start the yoga program so early, because what is happening by the age of 3, the reasoning has started happening, the communication, the language, and the child is able to master the most difficult skill, which is speech. The 2-year-old is easily teachable and trainable. By the age of 5 years, 90% of the brain is already the adult weight. It has already formed. Okay. And by the time the child is about 7 years, his or her 95% of the mind, the subconscious, has already formed. Now what you and me are working day to day, we are only using 5% of our conscious mind. Everything, whatever damage hona tha, jo hona tha, wo 2 to 6 mein ho gaya, because that is a valuable time for samskaras. Now, what are samskaras? Samskaras are the impressions which are on the consciousness. These are the intuitive impressions on the consciousness.
Okay.
How we say ki 5 saal ka bacha is godlike. We say na ye to Bhagwan ka roop hai. So the child has that intuitive wisdom in it, And Swami Shivananda says that the little child between 2 to 6 is like a clay. You can, change and formulate his mind accordingly. Now, who all impress the clay formation is the family, society, the culture, all that have formulated the samskaras of the child. When the child is about 8 years, his samskaras development stops. This is like a non-linear and non-sequential intuitive learning he is doing, but he enters the intellect. So for us to preserve the samskaras at this age is very, very important. Also with yogis, there is a very nice way Swamiji has put in, like samskaras are the education of harmonizing and balancing the mind.
Okay.
Wherein the realization comes to the child that I am just not living a materialistic life. I am much more spiritual also. So whatever you are today, like if the samskaras are strong, then even if you are 30, 40, 50, 60, your habits are already formed by the age of 6 years. And later your intellect takes away when you are in the first grade, first day of the school of primary, they start sharpening your intellect. And that is the time when you start getting your degrees, your diplomas, your certificates. And that is like a job oriented life you start. but the self-realization life ends by 6 years. So it is very, very important to start the yogic culture. And in Yoga Zoo, we do start by 2 years. Because why waste the time? It's such a crucial, highly development stages are happening, which are going to affect if the child has good sanskara. आज pandemic में वही लोग बचेंगे जिनको विल पावर है, जिनको सोल स्ट्रेंथ है, जिनका माइंड काम है. जो पहले से ही अटके हुए हैं, they have a lot of problems. So it's a very, very crucial milestone, 2 to 6 years.
Got it. So this answers a couple of questions that are coming in from the people who are viewing this right now. But I see some other questions as well. I'd like to bring in those questions as well. Ms. Shweta is asking that how can I make sure my child takes up habit of yoga in longer run? How can a parent make sure that yoga becomes a habit for a child? A quick answer, if I can get from you or from just anybody. Yeah.
I was making this program, a very nice rap tagline came to me that the parents have to become an educator and an educator has to become a spiritual mother. तो switch तो रोल करने पड़ेंगे. पेरेंट को एजुकेटर बनना है because first school वो तुम्हारे पास है. I can just give a small example if you allow me, Sohanji.
Sure.
When I did my children's specialization at Kerala, after a month staying with the kids as spiritual mothers, we were all universal teachers coming, international teachers, we were there, and we were dedicated 10 children each. After a month, when we were handing over the children to the parents, I got an opportunity to talk to the parents. I said, how come you've sent a 5-year-old to the ashram for a month? I realized all the parents were either yoga teachers at Pondicherry, they were teaching, or they were doing a 4 o'clock morning में उठते हैं साउथ में और वो सब खुद का योगा करते हैं. Because children don't do what you say, children do what you do. So बच्चों का lifestyle बनाने के लिए कोई आबरा का डाबरा नहीं है. You have to become an educator, and educator friends, you have to become spiritual mothers of the children. तभी ये बात बनेगी. Yeah.
So this reminds me of an incident I read somewhere or I heard, I don't recollect, but it said that somebody went and with a child to Gandhiji and said that my child eats a lot of sweets and he's got a sweet tooth, and if you could explain him or guide him. And then Gandhiji says that if you could bring him tomorrow, I would like to speak to him tomorrow, or after some days. I may be missing on the context, but after a few days when the child goes, somebody asked that you could have told, you could have guided the child right away. Why after 2 days? He said that right now I'm myself into the habit of having sweets. I got a sweet tooth. So first I leave that habit of mine, and then probably I'll be able to suggest it to someone else. So exactly like you mentioned, that as a parent, I need to first develop that. So to answer that question of a parent here, so ma'am, you will need to develop that habit first, and then only your child is going to take up this as a habit in the longer run. I have one more question from the audience that I'm going to take. The question is, why is yoga better than any physical exercise? Mehnaz is asking this. Why is yoga better than any other physical exercise?
Teacher, I'll answer this.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens?
So मेरा रोल बहुत आगे है. रविंद्र मैम को बोलने दो.
Okay. What happens is जो हम PT करते हैं, gym में करते हैं, these are the, of course, physical tension releasing exercises. What happens when we do this without the breath awareness? ना lot of lactic acid जमा हो जाता है हमारे body में. So that gives us fatigue. But with yoga, you're doing all the asanas, breathe in and breathe out, That's how the lactic acid is removed, So that's how yoga ke saath you get multifaceted advantages. So when you're performing, and the results are more with like half an hour of yoga, you can settle your mind, you can make your spirit happy. So all your 5 koshas are balanced with that, Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'd like to bring in Kush here. And Kush, my question to you is that we've been talking about yoga, and in the next 15-20 minutes, we're going to talk about yoga as a curriculum, or how it can become a part of child's overall development, education also. Can you tell me that if you think of something like this, I'm sure Ravinder ma'am and Jasmeet would have the answers, but I want to first know the challenges from you. What do you think are the challenges a school faces when we want to incorporate something like this? I mean, yoga as a curriculum. आपको क्या लगता है that what can be the challenges to have it in school? Yes, Kush.
Uh, the first part is, as Ravinder ma'am said, that yoga is not just asanas. It is not about just sitting, taking a yoga mat and doing some asanas, but it is a process, or it is a way of living as a whole. It is a process to think. And yoga brings in what we think is, like, in my opinion, it is like it brings in three things together: mind, body, and breath. This is the three things which has been coordinated. So major challenge is to bring a mindset change with all the key stakeholders for any school, say at a school level.
Okay, so when you say this, I'd like to interrupt you here.
Yeah.
Say this, stakeholders, you mean the teachers, the parents, right? And the students also, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
The stakeholders means, yes, the first stakeholder is the student, second is the parent, teachers,
Okay.
then is the overall system, the curriculum, and the management. That includes the principal and the key decision makers. So the it is not, वो ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ 21 जून को ही योगा करना है. अभी कैसा हो गया कि as a part of the circular that comes to us, we have to do it, click some pictures and post it on the social media is not yoga, right? Honoring the work and the efforts of our PM, Shri Narendra Bhai Modi, and the thought line he is carrying forward is that it should be a part of our daily routine. He himself does it. We have a lot of reference for it on available. कि वो खुद भी इतना डेली करते हैं. So why can't it be a routine? Say, for example, initially during my school days, we had a yoga period, but it was all about doing some asanas for 45 minutes. But
Physical
now the
activities.
process, it used to be
Yeah,
a part
I
of the
agree.
extracurricular activities. कि नहीं, वो स्पोर्ट्स
Oh,
में से
right.
आधे जन फील्ड पे जाएंगे, आधे जन ऑडिटर हॉल में जाके ये करेंगे. But it was
Yoga करें.
it was a time, but now the entire process, there is a lot of things that have come up. We have a lot of people who guide us to make it a better experience and environment through yoga for the child. So I have seen many abroad countries, like other countries than India, taking it as a part of, say, behavior management skills with the child. I have seen this in life.
So
I have
broadly,
seen.
Coach, I'd like to chop you for a bit here
Yeah.
and go to Jasmeet with your first part of answer. That convincing the stakeholders is something which is very important. So my question to you, Jasmeet, is that y'all work with schools. Y'all are already implementing yoga as a curriculum in schools. How do y'all approach, or how does it work with schools?
Okay, now I'm audible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
internet
yeah.
connection is not too good today. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are on.
Okay. So yes, sir, कुछ मैं आपको इसका जवाब देना चाहती हूँ. First and foremost is, अगर बच्चों को योगा कराना है, पहले तो वो मोनोटोनस वे को साइड में करिए कि बच्चे को आंख बंद करके बिठा दो एंड क्लोज योर आईज, मेडिटेशन. बच्चा ऐसे मेडिटेशन नहीं करेगा. बच्चे को अगर आप बोलोगे अभी सीधा खड़े हो जाओ और ट्री पोज में खड़े हो जाओ, ऐसे ही 2 मिनट खड़े रहो, children are not going to do this. So first and foremost, it has to be age appropriate. Secondly, now how we make how we interlace our yoga program in the school curriculum. This is past 15 years we have been doing with multiple schools. अपार्ट फ्रॉम योगा का जो आसन, प्राणायाम, मेडिटेशन, ये तो हम करवाते हैं, आई कम टू दैट ऑल्सो, बट our program is also interlaced with multiple intelligences, interlacing the themes also. Now I'll come back to the themes again. Age appropriate. Now 0, ये 8 months to 23 months को हम साइड में कर देते हैं. I'm coming again to 2 to 6 years because जितना जल्दी चालू करोगे, how Ravinda ma'am said, that is only going to benefit. So 2 to 6 years ka purely, both 7 to 14 and 2 to 6 years, purely done with Ashtang form of yoga. With 2 to 6 years, it's a playway method. Now, when we say playway method, then that can be yoga rhymes, yoga stories, yoga games, breathing awareness, not pranayams, but breathing awareness, visualization, imagination. 7 to 14 ka we do it is in a more of a structural form. Posture correction. Yes, we introduce to pranayams, reflection therapy, yoga nidra. Relaxation has to be induced in such children. Very, very important. And over and above, make it a habit teaching children journaling. And journaling also gratitude. पहले सुबह उठ ही रहे हो तो भी अपना शुक्र करो. Say thank you. Thank you, God, or whichever supreme power they believe in. In the night also, make it a habit journaling whatever you have done in throughout the day, pen it down or just collect in your mind. This is really going to build up your memory. The entire program, what they say for 2 to 6 years, if we start, 2 साल का बच्चा you say nursery जाता है. Now the curriculum starts from June to April. Suppose we call it as June, we cover up, the school says we are teaching monsoon. July में we are teaching people who help us. जब स्कूल ही मॉनसून सिखा रहा है, why not the yoga curriculum also interlace the same way? मैं क्यों ऐसा प्रोग्राम नहीं बनाऊं जिसमें पोजेस भी इन्वॉल्व हो जाए, योगिक स्टोरी भी इन्वॉल्व हो जाए, योगा राइट्स भी हो जाए, बट कमिंग इन दैट मॉनसून प्रिंसिपल. I make it a little more easier. If we take a topic as people who help us. Now, people who help us कौन हो सकते हैं? We have the lift man. When we go to school, we have a lift man. अब ये lift man क्या करता है? He's, pressing those buttons. Now, how do you tell them? You can teach breathing in this pattern. You could say, okay, now we are going to the 4th floor. Now, when it's an escalator, it's a lift, it will shoot up. So, breathe in fast. We are fast in the sense. Breathe in. Okay, now you come down when you're walking down the staircase from the 4th floor. So, breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you just count it as 4, 3, 2, 1. So, in this way, there are multiple facets, how we cover up. It's इसके अलावा, how we were talking about multiple intelligence. Sohail, should I go ahead or you want to put one more question on this?
Yeah, I would just like to kind of put this in a capsule to understand that primarily what you're trying to say is that yoga needs to be looked upon as a part of the existing curriculum and the teaching learning process that is going on in the school. We need to stop looking at it as something different, as a foreign entity in the academics. Once it is imbibed, it is interwoven, it becomes easy for schools and the kids.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
And one more thing is,
I'd like to quickly take a question from the audience also. It is something related to what you were already saying. I'm sure you'll be able to answer this. Someone has just mentioned that is yoga a religion or religious practice? Does yoga interfere with my family's religious values or beliefs?
So, Sohail, कोई religion का इसका काम है ही नहीं, और any which ways yoga किसी religion को follow करता भी नहीं है. In fact, very promptly we should say we are already in Fazlani school. If you know, it's a very famous, Sai Plus school. So we're already working there. We haven't have any problem with them. So इसमें कोई religion का तो सवाल ही नहीं होता है. It's a universal program. Each and everyone can practice.
I generally hear of, of course, I have a question for Dr. Amisha, but before that, I hear people saying weight reduce करना है तो चलो yoga करते हैं. So I mean, the way we are talking about yoga and what we hear is far apart. So can you give some light on this?
Can you repeat your question once again? I think I was not in that connection.
Yeah. So my question is that we are talking about yoga as a more holistic approach towards life and much deeper understanding about our own selves. Whereas I generally hear friends, colleagues saying that वजन कम करना है, चलो yoga करते हैं. So I mean, how true is that, or is it just become a fancy?
नहीं, ट्रू ऐसे है, डेफिनेटली इट वर्क्स, पर अगर आप बोलो आप जंक खाते जाओगे एक साइड पे और वेट रिड्यूस करना है, दिस इज नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क, राइट? सो फर्स्ट इज योर माइंड हैज टू बी रेडी. माइंड रेडी होगा तो बॉडी भी रेडी हो जाएगी. मेकअप और रूटीन, आई एम श्योर. एंड वे वजन कम करना है कि जीरो फिगर बनना है, दैट इज फर्स्ट द प्रायोरिटी. बट आई फील योर एग्जाम्पल हैज टू बी फिट एंड हेल्दी. वेट लॉस भी करना है, पर अगर आपका स्ट्रक्चर ही बड़ा है, अभी बच्चों का भी होता है, वी सी अ लॉट ऑफ ओबेसिटी. सो क्या है, यू हैव टू गिव देम अ चांस टू अंडरस्टैंड. आप अगर एक बच्चा जो फ्लेक्सिबल है और एक बच्चा जो फ्लेक्सिबल नहीं है, मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड, ओके इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू रीच हियर, बट डेफिनेटली आपका गोल पूरा हो जाएगा. So of course, parents have to take diet के ऊपर plan definitely, yeah, because today I have seen there's a lot of junk food involved in kids. And the junk
I
is
need to add something. Yeah, I would like to
Sure,
add
ma'am, please,
something in
Ravindra ma'am.
this. See, when you say ना weight कम करना है, तो इसका मतलब कि that awareness is not there ना. Then it comes to the same thing. He knows yoga through the asana perspective. And yoga is such a beautiful science. It's not religion at all. It's an art and science of living, an evolution of the mind and the body. It's something, a ball game is only different, right? So
Right.
what happened? Yoga इतनी huge है, इतनी बड़ी है, इतनी विराट है कि ऐसे है कि आप एक ओशन जा रहे हो और एक छोटी सी कटोरी लेके जा रहे हो कि ओशन मेरे को पानी चाहिए. अरे ओशन आपका वेट लॉस बाय प्रोडक्ट करेगा अगर आप थोड़ा सा भी आसन करेंगे माइंडफुली, अच्छे टीचर से, प्राणायाम रेगुलरली करेंगे, मेडिटेशन करेंगे, पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग करेंगे, वेट लॉस तो होने ही वाला है. बट आप देखोगे आप मेंटली कितने स्ट्रांग हो रहे हो, स्पिरिट में आप कितने स्ट्रांग हो रहे हो. यू आर सेलिब्रेटिंग लाइफ ऑल द टाइम, चकरे फट्टे, लाइक यू नो, इट्स लाइक दैट. क्या क्या मिलने वाला, वेट लॉस तो होने ही वाला है. दैट्स नॉट अ बिग थिंग. Like yes, the other day when we were talking with Amisha ma'am, she said the about the flexibility. I said बच्चों की flexibility, agility is a byproduct. वो तो हमसे ज्यादा बंदरों की तरह कूदते हैं. Our main concern is अगर वो योगा को रूटीन को फॉलो करेंगे, उनकी concentration, memory, instilling the creativity in them, you know, moral code of conduct, हम लोग वो बड़ी चीजों को देख रहे हैं, subtle चीजों को देख रहे हैं. Like, you know, the first sutra of yoga is yoga atha yoga anushasanam. Atha means now. Yoga is here and now. कभी भी कर सकता है, कोई भी कर सकता है, कोई एज ग्रुप का मोहताज नहीं है, कोई टाइम का मोहताज नहीं है. अथा योगा अनुशासनम. अनु means subtle aspects. अनु, ठीक है. शासन means to rule. So yoga first sutra Patanjali का है कि you can rule your subtle body, your mind body. तो आप करो आसन पतले होने के लिए, प्राणायाम करो, बट ट्रस्ट मी, जो आपका माइंड में आपको मजा आएगा, जो स्पिरिट में बल्ले बल्ले होएगा ना, दैट इज समथिंग एल्स. सो प्लीज टेक आउट दिस मिथ आउट ऑफ यू. पतले होने के लिए है much more.
Yeah, so there's one more thing,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
maybe you have said about obesity, but there are so many parents, सबके अलग अलग प्रॉब्लम्स है, और मेजर प्रॉब्लम तो मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि बच्चा टिक के नहीं बैठता है.
Right.
बच्चा कैसे टिक के
So that-
बैठेगा?
that's something that I
First thing
need
is,
to
see,
have inputs from Amisha ma'am, and I think then you all can chip in on that question. Dr. Amisha, my question is that what are the behavioral concerns that we see in kids today? As a parent, as a doctor, you must be coming across other parents
Yes.
coming and sharing these things too.
Yes.
If you could highlight those things, and then we get back to Jasmeet or Ravindra ma'am on how yoga can help.
Yes, so there are 2-3 things that I really would wish that these people, the teachers, answer. First of all, today's generation is extremely restless. टिक के बैठते नहीं है, टीवी मोबाइल गैजेट्स इतने सारे हो गए हैं उनके पास कि उनको बोर जल्दी हो जाता है, मतलब 5 मिनट एक चीज तो दूसरे 5 मिनट में दूसरी चीज, and they kind of so restless that if you expect them to sit and even write for 15 minutes, it's like I'm writing too much, I need a break, you know. and हमको उनको actually effort लगाना पड़ता है उनको बिठाने के लिए. The other
Right.
thing that I would actually which I have actually come across as a doctor also is that thanks to a lot of technology and a lot of Bollywood Hollywood masala that is coming everywhere, I mean, you know, it's everything is there at the touch of a button, so you don't know what your child is watching. You cannot be a watchman all the time, and they are watching so many things, and because of this it is playing a lot of havoc on their minds. And because of this there are so many questions even before the age that they should be. I mean, it's a lot of concern, you know, that children are asking and seeing so many things which probably हम लोग ने हमारे जमाने में उस एज में नहीं देखा था. There was a criteria of adult, you know, adult pictures, but now that criteria, thanks to all this online viewing, all this adult has all gone. Though there are certifications of adult, people are watching anything, children are watching anything, parents are too busy in their own world, children are given a free hand ke le mobile aur tu chupchap baith ja. So you don't know what your child is watching, and these are all playing a repercussion on their mind. They are growing up, and I really wish that, you know, something some technique should be there which can bring some kind of solace, some kind of peace in their head. So I don't know if they could throw some light on this.
Sure. So just to summarize, just mean behavioral issues हैं, restlessness है, the kids are getting contaminated by, you know, the kind of stuff they see. अच्छी चीजें हैं, बुरी चीजें हैं, क्या देखना चाहिए, क्या नहीं देखना चाहिए. There's no filter. How do you think yoga is going to help in this?
Teacher, you're not audible.
She's mute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Am I
now
audible now?
you are audible.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
So first and foremost, सोहेल, ये है कि पहले आप बच्चे का रूटीन देखिए. एक तो पहले वो, I'm not talking about this COVID right now, but morning go to school, 9 o'clock or 7 o'clock, whatever, they come back, 6 hours of school. उसके बाद, you know how the parents are, okay, जल्दी खाना खाओ, अभी जाओ, next class, one after the other. You're getting me? They are all the time on their toes. Homework भी करना है, extra curriculum भी करना है, hobby class भी जाओ, पढ़ाई भी करो. Can you see how it is? Where is the time where the child wants to actually be still, quiet, and peaceful? Tell me, where is the time? So what happens? I'll just give you an example. इसी चक्कर में जब बच्चा hyperactive होता है, parents bring the child to us. They say ये टिक के नहीं बैठता है. So now this particular child, if we tell them, sit for 2 minutes, just sit for 2 minutes, close your eyes. For them, they find sitting in that solitude is meaningless. उनके लिए ये meaningless है, उनके लिए मतलब नहीं रखता है, because उसे आदत ही नहीं डाली है बैठने की. So what do we say is, when the child is developing, when we start developing, you know, in this yoga, when we are capacity of being focused, stillness, playing, mindfully, focusing, this allows their different intelligences to come in this. नहीं तो all the time क्या होगा, academic ही बच्चा करी जा रहा है, उसको कोई मिली, उसको आप ही नहीं दे रहे उसके इंटेलिजेंस को खोलने के लिए. So एक बार जब वो आ जाते हैं इस particular segment में, here the child himself or herself, the child comes to know कि that I am self-aware. उसे खुद पता तो होना चाहिए कि मुझे क्या करना है. पेरेंट्स ये अलाउ ही नहीं करने देते हैं.
True.
Right.
Even 2 to 6 year old, 2 to 6 years का बच्चा भी आप देखो, when it is back from school, then their hobby classes start. अरे घर पे बैठ तो दो उसे. They are not even sitting at home.
Got it.
Am I answering this question at least? बच्चा टिक
Yeah.
नहीं पाता है. Secondly, you're talking about ma'am exposure. Yes. Exposure, it is that the child has to give. See, now we are in this jet age. अगर आप पहले पुरानी की बात करोगे, why is the child not given a proper education on sex?
True.
हम ही उनको गुमराह करते हैं, हम ही उनको
Absolutely.
हम उनको आंसर ही बराबर नहीं दे पाते हैं. जस्ट गिव देम द एप्ट आंसर. वो बच्चा नहीं भटकेगा. ओके, एज अप्रोप्रिएट 2 to 6 ईयर जो बोल रहा है उसे एज अप्रोप्रिएट आंसर दो. 7 to 14 आप उसका आंसर दीजिए. आई एम श्योर दिस इज गोइंग टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. व्हाई डू वी
Yeah.
पेरेंट्स गिव सच एन आंसर व्हिच डजंट इवन हैव अ leg?
True. True.
Right.
Children are logical, you know, they ask
Yeah,
this
yeah.
answer and they have to be convinced, whether it's a 2-year-old or whether it's a 22-year-old. They are very logical nowadays.
Perfect.
True. I'd like to bring in Kush here and ask, on the basis of this discussion that we've been doing for the last almost 30 minutes now. Kush, your view, some very specific things that you feel that if yoga becomes an integral part of the system of education within the schools also, as in a yoga curriculum that we've been discussing and the way Yoga Zoo does it, could you list down or tell us a few benefits that you see as an educator? What can be these few benefits for kids, for schools?
I see a few benefits which I can list down. Is first is emotional control that we would be able to gain from yoga. Second is help in the academics because it would create a balance of mind. And third, it would help us reduce the stress and tension that goes on. It's taking a lot of stress for topics right now, so curriculum. Next would be, yes, of course, a behavioral management. It would be the best part because a third grader or a second grader also is facing with a lot of behavior issues. And there are many parents who talk to us, even during this lockdown time. आज भी बोलते हैं कि भाई स्कूल चालू कर दो, we are finding it difficult.
Right.
And overall, it would be the well-being, physical well-being of the child. And finally, if it comes to the school properly in a structured way, the overall classroom, teacher, child, and the school environment would be at the benefit. This is what I feel, that if yoga comes in a proper structured and a proper way, and as Jasmeet ma'am and Ravindra ma'am has said that we can do it age specific, it can be in a structured way and according to their age groups. I think this few points would be the benefit. Yeah.
Sure. One important thing that I want to ask, which I hear, and I'm sure you have, Ravinder ma'am and Jasmeet, you have some views to share here, is that how does yoga help in dealing with puberty related concerns? How does yoga intervene here? If you could help us understand that. I'm sure a lot of
Yeah.
parents are listening. काफी सारे पेरेंट्स को भी ये चिंता होगी, काफी सारे टीचर्स सुन रहे हैं. अगर आप इसके बारे में कुछ बता सकते हो, I think that will help.
Yeah, sure. A very, very good question, a very, very important question of the times today. In Yoga Zoo, you know what we've done? We've segregated the age groups. 2 to 6, we call them preschoolers. 7 to 14, we call them the big children, wherein the sanskaras are stopped and shiksha starts. We do much more structured form of yoga. What happens? Even the scientists have proved that the age of 8 years is the age of milestone. It marks the transition time of a child's life, like the end of the childhood and the beginning of the adulthood starts by the age of 8 years. And scientifically, it has proved that inside our human body, when we are 8 years, so many different things happen that they create a personality, good or bad, later in the life. Like, for example, our lungs, our respiratory system. We all know that we have alveoli, air sacs in our lungs. So by the age of 8, like from the uterine life, infancy, early childhood, these alveoli are growing in numbers. But at the age of 8 years, the number stops, but the size starts increasing. So even the scientists and the doctors recommend pranayamas at this age so that they can build the health of the lungs for proper respiratory and circulatory system. Okay.
Right.
Secondly, what they have realized, the immune surveillance of a human body, the immunity of a human body is controlled by a gland called thymus gland, which is at the root of the heart and at the base of the lungs. It's a small gland, right? So what happens, by the age of, it is growing very fast, but by the age of 8 years, it starts to wither. Now, if we do not do yoga practices like sun salutations or nadi shodhan and all, what happens? Even our immunities go low because we have to survive for later age. So 8 years, this starts to wither, and then we can have problems like asthma, allergies, tumors, cancers. So our immunity is not taken care if we do not take care of our health. There's another very beautiful example of pineal gland. There is a small gland in our brain at medulla oblongata, and it is in the astral body. We have these physical body, astral body. In the
Yeah.
astral body, these are the chakras, and this is the agya chakra in the center of the eye. This is the pineal gland in the physical body. So by the age of 8 years, this gland starts to diminish. In the olden times, in the Satyug times, this gland used to survive for long because this is a gland of wisdom and intuition, and it delays the puberty. So nowadays, as Amisha ma'am is rightly, pointing out to the problems what she's coming with the children, and even we see all around, so the puberty sets in very early. What happens? The child is not matured enough. The physical and the mental growth, emotional growth doesn't match if the puberty sets in early. So in yoga tradition, there are very beautiful ways to delay your puberty. There are some techniques, and the beauty of yoga is that the techniques are developed, understanding the rhythm of the body. Our rishi munis who developed this yoga asanas and all, they were watching the human body, and they were designing the asanas and pranayam according to our needs. And now for specifically for children, what happens, if they do these yogic practices now, the pituitary doesn't start. It is the connection of the agya chakra, the pineal gland, and the pituitary gland. When the pineal starts to degenerate, the pituitary starts. The pituitary is a sex hormone. So when the child is watching so many TVs and videos and all that without the parents' access, that time the pituitary is very fast and puberty sets in. You can imagine a condition of an 8-year-old child who's already getting her puberty, her mammary glands, her uterus, ovary, everything is developed, but the child is not developed mentally. So the child can break. It's really sad. So if from the age of 8 years children are practicing, like yesterday we were talking, Surya Namaskar, Nadi Shodhan, Tratak, Sambhavi Mudra is a mudra, like, which sees the health of the pineal gland. So we can delay the life of pineal gland, and it can be there for 11, 12, 13 years. And then the puberty can be started by 14 years. That time the child is more emotionally stable and physically stable too,
Right.
So we have a lot of antidotes in yoga for all these also,
Sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, we are moving towards the last one or two questions, and just while we go there, I'd like to ask you. Also, I see a question from one of the viewers has come. How useful is online yoga? And my question also is linked to this because we come from a technology ed tech company. We believe technology can enable a lot of things. My question also is that how can technology play a role, and this wisdom, this tool that you have, how can we take this further more to a lot of more people, and how technology can also become a help in this process of spreading this practice of yoga in the right way to a lot more people.
So I answer this on this Sohail. Now, I think I missed out on the question.
Yeah, just start now, teacher.
Yeah. So you were asking about online yoga, right? The
Yeah,
first
online
question.
yoga and how
See,
technology can help
what we have been
taking
observing throughout. Yes, yes, I'll come to that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So online अगर सिखाना है बच्चों को, if we consider whether, okay, we come to yoga, so span of 2 to 6 years ka, no, you could not put it as 2 to 6 years, but under 4 go, not more than 15 minutes online. 5 years to say around 8 years, you can move up to 20 to 25 minutes online, and then 9 years to 14 years, you can just sum up to 45 minutes. Because सबका concentration span इतना ही होगा online, whether you call it as a yoga lesson or you call it as any other academic period as well.
Okay.
Yes, technology, there are many things you could do interlacing with multi-intelligence, but that topic is really, really lengthy. And since we are in the end, but we could make recorded programs for the children. We could do, we could have placards made. Like, we need resources, because there are various ways what you can teach a child. You can teach a child yoga through music, yoga through food, right, teacher? Some more karma yoga. So all these practices of technology कैसे help करेगी? Either you make cartoons, or obviously technology से आप ऐसे यही सब use करने वाले हो ना. You'll make videos or audios, or you'll make
online live.
all these. One more thing is, अगर आप जो भी बच्चे को करवा रहे हो, but if the parent is not aware about it, it just doesn't make any sense. So for us, we feel पहले educate parents को कर दो, तो बच्चों को अपने आप मिलेगा.
Right. Of course, as we near to end of the session, my one question is that in this COVID times, while the kids are stuck at home and parents also in a lot of cities like in Mumbai, still things are not normal. What are those few tips that you would want to give to parents that they should try at home with kids now?
Yeah. So 2 to 6 years, we could just give you some few tips. Abhi, suppose if you want, we'll make it a little spicy, okay? So for 2 to 6 years, if you want to do maybe a warm up. So what we could do is, sham ka time khali hai, okay? No, this time, say around this time. So the mama or daddy, they all are sitting together. Kaam se bhi chutti ho gayi hai. Come on, let's make a popcorn. So popcorn starts with every body part, right from the toe till the head, has to be little tensed and then relax by making a little pop sound. So sitting in an L pose, squeeze your toes, squeeze, and then relax and make a sound, pop. So you're making a popcorn. So छोटे बच्चों के साथ ऐसे थोड़ा friendly behavior करोगे, they'll have fun. You can do
And
a
then
very
we can do these eye exercises.
yeah. So she has strata, yeah.
You must be having a pencil, and you can put a prop on that. That's what we use in Yoga Zoo. So you can put it in there, and then you can do eye exercise, up, down, up, down. The whole family can do. Maybe you can do a neck exercise because dad is tired sitting on the computer. No, so LG, this is for you. So you can, your daughter can be your teacher. She can hold the pencil, and you can say down and back, down and back. So you can do this. You can pick up a leaf from down, and this gives a beautiful breathing exercise. Your daughter can roll a finger. Breathe in, inhale halfway, exhale halfway, inhale halfway. ये मैंडेटरी कर लो. सुबह ये ब्रीदिंग करोगे, आपका सारा दिन ऑक्सीजन इधर बहुत अच्छा बना रहेगा. And then ma'am was talking about the journaling. what we do, a gratitude journal, so you can, family can make a nice gratitude journal.
This is for
Then
big kids.
we
Complete
have,
journaling is for big kids. Yeah.
each and everyone, even the parents can do it. Now this is for Kirtana yoga. You can just sing anything. I am happy. I am good. I am happy. I am good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ji. Sorry, 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 Ji. You can create your own jingle. थाली कटोरी से कर सकते हो आप, right?
Sure,
And
sure.
like if you, I mean, I don't know, you have children's toys and all. We use so many of these props at Yoga Zoo. Now this humble rabbit does a best Shashank asan, the forward bend, the child pose, right? और
Okay.
ये तुम्हारे एड्रीनल ग्लैंड्स को, जो बच्चे fearful होते हैं ना,
Uh-huh.
if you do this humble rabbit can cure your adrenal secretion.
Oh.
Imagine. So
Okay.
there is lots fun and there is a lot of science attached to it, but it's just that we need to pass it on to the schools.
Sure, sure, sure. Great. I think we've covered a lot of
Yeah. And
points.
one more thing, Sohail.
Yeah, Jaspreet.
Yeah. So one more very important is, before you do anything, the first is abdominal breathing. आज आप अपना right hand रखिए अपने पेट पे और मुझे बताइए कि अगर आप breathe right कर रहे हो. Because when you breathe in, your stomach has to come out, and when you breathe out, your stomach has to go in. हमने ये सब गलत ही किया है शुरू से. Other than that, जब तक हमने योगा टीचर्स नहीं बने, we didn't knew. Very
Nobody
simple
taught us.
exercise.
Very
All of you, please do it. Lie down on just lie down on your bed, mat, whatever. Place any prop on you and on the child. Jitna lying down mein seekhoge, because when we lie down, we are actually breathing right. So when you breathe in, your stomach has to come out. When you breathe out, your stomach has to go in. अरे घर पे बोर्ड बना लो, बॉल पड़ी है, बुक पड़ी है, कुछ भी है, just put on it. One more thing. अब जब शाम को चाय नाश्ता करोगे ना, sit with your child, tell them before you eat, take 3 deep breaths. Only 3 breaths, okay? Now, look at the milkshake, what your mom has made. Can you smell it? The aroma is beautiful. Yes, it's really yummy. And then drink it. अच्छे से ड्रिंक करो, आराम से. अगर कुछ नाश्ता खा रहे हो, माइंडफुली ईट करो. जस्ट ईट एंड chew it at least 10 times. So this is called as mindful meal. You could do it with children.
Right.
वो गाना
right.
हमारा बहुत फेमस है, ड्रिंक योर फूड एंड ईट योर वाटर. सो अपने खाने को ड्रिंक कर लो and eat your water. चबा चबा के पानी पीना. So that's the way how you're teaching children mindful eating.
Yeah.
बहुत सारा है right
Great.
now. बस इतना कर लो. जब भी बच्चा कुछ भी
There's a
करे.
lot I think we can keep
One more-
talking about. Yeah, please.
One more thing. We all finished. Come on now. I want everybody to hug yourself. Come on, everybody, hug yourself. Come on. Kushji, come on, Sohail. Yes. Hug yourself. Say, I love myself. Come on.
I love myself.
Yes.
Yes. I love myself. One more time. अपने आप से प्यार करते ही नहीं हैं हम. Yes. And say, I'm proud of myself. Come on, pat your backs. Say, I'm proud of myself. आप बच्चे को जरूर ये करवाइए रोज. This is really
Sure.
going to make your child really, really happy.
I think these are very practical tips that all the parents who are watching can, immediately starting today, tomorrow, they can start doing. I'd like to have a very quick word from Kush on how do you look at integrating something like this in academics, in school, and of course followed by Dr. Amisha as a parent. What do you have as a takeaway? Very quick, 1 or 2 sentences.
The takeaway is very beautiful. Yes, this would be a very helpful thing if we do it in a proper way. And I'm surely looking forward to it as a process of change with the kids and for the kids and by the kids. This is my
Great.
takeaway. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kush. Dr. Amisha, your takeaway from this session as a parent.
Okay. I really enjoyed it as a parent. And I would really go by Ravindra ma'am saying, that the parent has to become the educator, and the child sees and learns what he, मतलब वो देखता है तो ही वो करता है. आप ज्ञान दोगे तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. So first, I need to inculcate this as a part of my routine, and I'm sure if I do it, my child is definitely gonna do it. So I think all the parents have understood this. And thank you very much, both of y'all. You all are amazing. Both of y'all are seriously very, 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 very amazing and very interesting to listen to.
I
Thank
would
you.
Great.
like
I
to
think
end up.
that was
I would
a
like
great
to.
session.
Sohelji, I would
Yes,
like
yes,
to end
ma'am.
up with a quote from Swami Shivananda, who's my Hatha Yoga guru. He says, if you want to see a silver lining on the horizon, it's not you and me, it's the children who have to be spiritualized. But this is what
Right.
we
Beautiful.
Right. Thank you so much for your inputs. I'm sure it has been a great learning session. And what I would like to quickly mention is that yoga is not just physical exercise, it is a science of body and more. It is all about balancing the mind and, of course, the emotional development, the physical development, and a lot more to it. One thing I can tell you, I'm going to get in touch with both of you very soon, and I'm going to try and make sure that I imbibe something into my practice and pass it on to my daughter as well. Thank you, everyone,
absolutely.
for this participation. This has been a
Thank
great
you.
session,
Thank
Thank
and
you.
thank you for the present. Thank you, everyone.
thank you so much, Sohail. Thank you,
Bye.
Kush.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Thank
Abhishek.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.